It's WarCraft Day.
Come play with us this game.
Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the CapitalZ. Welcome back to WarCraft Day. Today we're going to be covering up a game on Turtle Rock once again. Ah, surprise, surprise! This map is getting even more popular than you know. So we got noobyXD spawning in over here at the bottom, 5 o'clock position. Red Undead opening up with hero first build order. He's going to be facing off against a player known as seawolf111. seawolf111. Green Night Elf at the 11 o'clock. Night Elf versus Undead. Map is going to be Turtle Rock cross spawn location. Let's go. Just like to put it down that anybody and everybody is welcome to send me replays for the replay request series. To know more about how you can send me replays, you can join the Discord server. Link to that is on the Twitch panel and in the description below. As we wait for the altars to come up and the heroes to be selected, most likely, well, most of the time it's always Keeper versus DK. noobyXD is likely gonna go for DK. You don't really see noobyXD going in for any other kind of thing there. And on the other side, Seawolf's also gonna go in for the Keeper. Let's see how this turns out to be. As we have Crazy Steve taking a lot of hits there and proving his craziness. Going in towards the opposite spawn location first. He's gonna detect one of the wisps over there. That's gonna give him some signals. Although he will have to go in just to be able to make sure something is there or not. The timing is definitely not going to be something that absolutely matters there when it comes to an idle player's game. And Crazy Steve will be heading in toward the other side. We're gonna wait for the creeps to begin. Going to be pretty standard. Everything's pretty standard so far. Let's pick up some Rod on Necromancy, now the complete Undead starter pack. I don't know if there's a Night Elf starter pack. I don't think there is. There's a Night Elf intermediate pack where you get Staff of Preservation.
A player's forces are under attack.
And noobyXD wants to fast creep this place, I guess, get his skeleton warriors, and that's one good way of doing things. This is something that has been highlighted recently. Players used to not waste their mana on things like creeps, but now they're a bit more tilted to do so, because you can take the creep out, get yourself the skeleton warriors early on, and then push in. So yeah, Crazy Steve is basically a military unit. Now you can just push it in, take it into the fight, have it fight for Lordaeron and for the king. You can literally have him on the fight now. Well, why not? If you think about it, why not? It is your 6th acolyte. There's really nothing you can do with it at the base apart from building stuff and not having to move your original acolytes, but I don't think you have any building to do when you're taking up either way. So bringing it into the fight, you have a small amount of damage output and a body block ability, so that's pretty good if you think about it. That's pretty good. Acolyte strong, says Jockey. I agree. Crazy Steves have solidified themselves as the best worker in Warcraft. And what do we have here? Is he coming in? The archers are coming in, and they probably saw noobyXD. Seawolf likely going to engage Newbie. Newbie's hero is very weak right now, probably gonna have to TP away. There's an entangle incoming. No mana for the entangle though. He chose to go in for treants, and I guess choosing the treants is probably a good idea against mass ghouls there. He's gonna need some firepower, or rather he's gonna need some natural beef in a way, I guess, in the front line to take those treants, to take those ghouls down, and he's doing just that. One ghoul is down, second one being taken out. I like how Seawolf is abusing this little tree line over here, small little tree patch, keeping his units around it and having the ghouls to circle around it. But now he moved away from that location, well, or rather Newbie pulled him away from that. 4 archers are on the field, and this is the time when Seawolf is feeling strong, pushing back our Singapore player will have to back out lightly back to his base and perhaps wait for until he gets something more potent. Once the Lich is out, it's going to be a really uphill fight for the archers, though. This is something that Seawolf is going to have to consider. He has some Wisps planted at not a lot of key locations. Most of the locations are nearby his base. This is good in some ways if you think about it. If you analyze these positions, you kind of know when your opponent is lurking nearby your base in a good way. If you're gonna keep your Wisps nearby your opponent's base, they can basically be either taken out by your opponent or be force detonated. So instead of having that, I guess keeping it nearby in some key locations near your own base is definitely better, because that'll notify you when your opponent is lurking nearby your base. That's definitely a better idea. noobyXD gonna get this Ogre Magi camp, the Watch Award camp right here. Gonna go after the Magi, and yeah, the Acolyte is still there. Crazy Steve is literally still in this fight, and he's gonna be the MVP of this game. Crazy Steve heading in towards Seawolf's base, and he definitely means business. Crazy Steve can actually attack the Wisps there. That's one thing he can do. noobyXD securing himself this entire creep camp and getting a lovely item there, Pendant of Energy, 100 extra mana there. You're gonna have an extra Death Coil to cast with that, and an extra Death Coil can be very useful. Did Newbie see that? He should have, although he was a bit towards the lower hill there. Archers here. Angry Karens are after Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve is going to fall. No! He tried his best to escape. Archer backed out a bit, and the final shot took out poor Crazy Steve. No. And now noobyXD is tasked with the burden of avenging the death of Crazy Steve as well. As he going in with a Lich there. Big Frost Nova, Death Coil combination. Now gonna go after the others. Try to get a surround on them. Body block is essential. He isn't doing anything about this expansion. He didn't see the expansion earlier, but he should have seen it now. If you didn't see it, then this is gonna be a bad one. Seawolf getting himself the anti-mass hero, the Panda there. Panda is so good with the Breath of Fire. It is amazing. Ghouls are something that noobyXD is gonna have to stop depending on, and he is definitely gonna have to shift into something different. Big Breath of Fire coming down once again. Lich getting a bit weak, has 2 Metal of Intelligence, and whoa! I don't believe this. They actually took out the Panda there. noobyXD is transferring the TP to the Lich, and he's just going to peacefully TP away. But here's the thing there. noobyXD is going to have a small moment of celebration that he took out a level 1 hero, the Panda, that only just showed up into the fight. But here's the thing there, he left the expansion. Like, amount of time that he dedicated in fighting there could have been used to attack the expansion there, or at least bruise it a bit before he pushes in with a second wave to actually take it out. Now this is something that noobyXD is gonna have to think about, perhaps counter expand himself. It is a bit late in the game to be able to switch from what he is doing though. Prep Fiend and optional statues will be his wheelhouse, getting himself a circlet of mobility on that Lich there. DK is going to be sent back to the base by gonna get some items and level up. I think it's a good idea for noobyXD to go and get this camp as well, since he isn't exactly keen on attacking the expansion, although it's already up now. If he's gonna need to attack it, he's gonna need a lot of firepower to take it down, and also gonna need the firepower to counterweigh his opponent's army, who will likely come in to defend it. Take out the Magi, get the item. Watch Award is necessary, but if you think about it, Seawolf just got himself a red camp. Flute of Accuracy, a really good item. And the close one camp, red camp, is something that definitely matters in any game of Warcraft. If you think about it, most of the time you would, when I say red camp, you would think about the corner camps, but These camps also matter if you think about it. noobyXD going in for the expansion camp right in front of his base there. Getting level 3 on the Lich. Now is the time that he's gonna be able to do business. Here comes the Panda, Drunken Hazard. No Breath of Fire yet, no mana for it though. But the mana is enough for the Lich to cast Frost Nova. We got Dryads on the field now. Big Frost Nova there on the mark, I must say. 2 archers down and a last moment Death Coil to save that Fiend. He was gonna focus it down either way, but that is something that he had to concentrate on, which he could have definitely spent that time. He could have definitely spent concentrating on some other unit if it wasn't taken out. Take out the archer, Fiend projectile, and last hit. Nope, not gonna get it. Not gonna get it. And I guess noobyXD will go in for some creep camps. Perhaps go in for the red. Doesn't really have a lot of army there. Need at least 2 or 3 more units before he can go in for a red camp.
Are under attack.
Gonna go for the expansion camp. Gargantuan Sea Turtle camp there. Take it out, get the item, get the experience, and keep on pushing with it. He's already tier 3, but he hasn't gotten his 3rd hero just yet. Getting that perfect undead 50 foot army, I guess. Gonna transform one into the destroyer. He's currently at 43. Seawolf, on the other hand, is already at 64 right now. So Seawolf's really pushing hard. And noobyXD pretty much hasn't counter expanded, has done nothing about that expansion there. This is something that definitely gonna be hurting him a lot. He can't stay below 50, he can't afford to stay below 50. It's just not gonna work out against an army of 64 there. Considering the fact that one of the heroes is a panda. Can have a lot of breath of fire. Oh, barging into each other. Some focus fire on the Dryad. 1 down. Level 4 Death Knight. We need the bears to transform. Bears don't have the transformation ability just yet. They're not gonna be on their full potential. Although they will be able to heal each other. Got some damage being taken down. Damage going down rather. Destroyer goes down. And 2 regeneration on the Dryad, but that's getting taken out. Another Dryad being focused down. Treants coming in. A lot of Dryads are going down. This looks really bad for Seawolf. The Seawolf down to the same amount of army that noobyXD has, and only now managed to take out a Fiend there. A second Fiend, perhaps the bears finally able to transform and unleash their hidden potential. And the game definitely seems to be going into the favor of Seawolf right now. noobyXD is kind of staying in there. His heroes, his DK is pretty weak there. As the potion of greater healing should be fine for the most part. If Seawolf wants to stay in here for long, he definitely wants to take out as many units as he can instead of not doing that. He needs stab preservation. There we go, stab preservation. And gonna back out with the keeper there, unless until noobyXD has another idea in mind to just melt the hero down. And now he's gonna go in for the expansion right immediately after he took out most of the army of his opponent. That's one way of doing things. The panda needs to come into the fight. What is it doing back there? It's doing nothing. Rats get taken out really easily to the piercing fire damage there by the fiends. Drunken Hazard, Breath of Fire. That damage over time coming into play now. 48 food of an army, now 45 again. noobyXD brought this game into a kind of an even battle right now if you think about it. Although if you go over the food count, keeper goes down. My god, I don't believe it. Now the brewmaster is gonna go down. Lich is level 5. Wow. And evil leaves. Wow. So that was game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and listening. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more. Yes, I'll be seeing you on the next episode of Warcraft Day.
It's Warcraft Day. Come play with us this game.